Mac Jones was out there wanting to throw up on, like in overtime. The dude couldn't even stand up. He's fighting through a PCL injury. He's fighting through a shoulder injury. He's getting rubbed down, massages. Like he's getting heating pads and everything. Like whatever it is, man. Mac Jones deserves so much credit for what he fought through tonight. That dude is a dog. You have earned yourself in my heart. What a tremendous game by Mac Jones. Grande! Whatever it takes, baby! Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, he's not going to play. Kendrick Bourne, Jake Tunges, Christian McCaffrey, whatever it takes. Chase Lucas, Upton Stout, 4-1. Woohoo! Who would have thought we'd be here after all the injuries, after everyone that wasn't going to suit up? Faithful, stand up proud, faithful. You walked in to Levi's South, a.k.a. SoFi Stadium. You beat a team that is a Super Bowl favorite this year with your backup quarterback, a run game that still really can't figure things out just yet. Your top 4 receiver threats off the football field, and you took them to overtime. What a masterclass in coaching. There was some luck involved here and there, but you'll take it any means necessary. The San Francisco 49ers are still in first place in the NFC West, and they have swept through 3 division games thus far. The NFC West this year, Seattle take a seat, the Cardinals take a seat, and tonight, baby, on the road, the Rams. For at least 1 week in week 5, you can also take a seat.
What a win. Niners got off to an amazing start. They led immediately. They got the ball to begin the game. They go right down the field. 8 plays, 72 yards to take a 7-0 lead. They scored again the first minute and a half of the second quarter. They led 14-0. They led 20-7 late in the third. The Rams come all the way back. They force overtime. The Niners... before that, they tied it up, the Rams did, at 20. Eddie Piniero made a 59-yard field goal with about 3 minutes to go in regulation. I was screaming at Kyle Shanahan for kicking the field goal. I thought he should have punted it, but Piniero proved me wrong. He made the 59-yard field goal. The Rams then, just before time expires, they kick a field goal, and they force overtime. Then Eddie Piniero in overtime made a 41-yard field goal attempt, and the Niners stuffed the Rams on 4th and 1 in overtime, and they win this football game by a final score of 26-23. Sterling, I can't remember a more gutsy Niners win than this one in quite a long time, and there's so many individuals to shout out. But Sterling, the word that sticks to mind for me, it's gutsy. I mean, gutsy for the Niners. You mentioned it. It's a Super Bowl team in the Rams, Super Bowl caliber team. You're on the road, although I guess it's kind of a home game down at SoFi. You're down all of these players, including your backup quarterback, and Mac Jones was awesome, and you found a way to win. Are you kidding me? The Niners had no business being in this game based on the way everybody talked about it, and yet they found a way to win. I am just absolutely in disbelief the way the Niners played today.
For how demoralized we all were. You lose Nick Bosa 2 weekends ago. You played terrible against Jacksonville. Still could have won that game. And I think like everybody else, I didn't give San Francisco a chance. I said there's no way you walk in to a home that is owned by Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay and Puka Nacua. Right now, probably the best quarterback and wide receiver tandem. And how about the young dudes coming through? Alfred Collins at the goal line. A game-saving fumble forced and a recovery. They didn't do much after that, but hey, that's what matters. Big plays by young players pulling up out there and saying, hey, we don't have our best defensive player outside of Fred Warner? No problem. This is a statement win by the San Francisco 49ers. This is a statement win by Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan that says, hey, we may be depleted. We may not be given a chance to win, but guess what? We are going to fight until the very end. This team has grit. They will fight through adversity, and they will give you everything they have. Mac Jones was out there wanting to throw up on, like in overtime. The dude couldn't even stand up. He's fighting through a PCL injury. He's fighting through a shoulder injury. He's getting rubbed down, massages. Like he's getting heating pads and everything. Like whatever it is, man. Mac Jones deserves so much credit for what he fought through tonight. That dude is a dog. I know you're the backup quarterback, and we'll see what happens with that going forward, but my goodness, Mac Jones, you have earned yourself in my heart. You are a lifelong 49er after this game. What a tremendous game by Mac Jones.
Mac Jones was absolutely incredible today. Threw the ball 49 times. 49 times. He was 33 for 49, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns, did not turn the ball over a single time. Matt Stafford was like equally as great. I mean, Matthew Stafford, particularly in the second half, what he did with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams was awesome on the Rams side in the second half. The Niners just held on for dear life. The Niners could not get any pass rush on Stafford in the second half and in overtime. They also were, allowing some pressure on Mac Jones in that fourth quarter. It felt like the Rams really controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half. The Niners dominated this game to begin. The Rams dominated the rest of the way, but Sterling, the Niners did just enough early to build up a big enough lead, and they made the big plays when they needed them in the fourth quarter and overtime. Kyren Williams on the doorstep of scoring what was going to be essentially a game-winning touchdown. The rookie Alfred Collins not only punches it out, but also falls on it. And then at the very end of the game, 4th and 1 from the 11-yard line, the Rams well within field goal range to tie the game in overtime. In my mind, they make the right call and go for it, because even if you make the field goal, it's not as if it's an automatic tie. The Niners get the ball back and have a chance to win. I want my team to go for it. I am not upset if I'm a Rams fan that they did, but you hand it off right up the middle. Very predictable. Kyren Williams met by Lenore and Siegel, sent back. No gain. Turnover on downs, and the Niners win. I mean, Sterling, this was a Rams second half. They controlled this game, but the two biggest plays of this second half, Alfred Collins, the strip and the recovery at the goal line, and then Siegel and Lenore, the 4th and 1 stop. Without those two, of course, the Niners lose in regulation. Without those two plays, the Niners lose this game. Without either of them, they lose this game. Amazing, amazing performance by the Niners in those big moments.
Well, just think about it. A handful of plays before that, Siegel gets burnt by Tutu Atwell setting up that play. Like, this is why the Rams are at your own goal line, essentially, at the 11-yard line. Like, this is why. Because you blew coverage, but somehow, and it's through the adversity they fight through and their tenacity, they say, hey, wash it. You can make a play on the next one. Get him back here. It might be tough. Your back's against the wall. But like Johnny Cueto with the Reds in, 2011, do you come out kicking? And look, some guys got hurt in that day, but still, do you come out kicking? Do you come out fighting and scratching and clawing your way and saying, look, no matter how much time's on that clock, no matter how many points we're up by or down by, we are not going to stop. The effort was 200% tonight from the entire team. That defense was gassed. You heard Fred Warner at the overtime coin toss. He did not want to move. He was so tired. He was so sweaty. He was like, hey, dude, I need to drive off, please. I am burnt out. And you have to give it to Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh, and just honestly, this Niners team, if they haven't kind of won you over just yet, and look, there'll be plenty of more games they're supposed to lose that they'll win, and there'll be plenty of more games they're supposed to win they're going to lose. But it's games like tonight that make me want to buy into what this team can do this year.
Yeah, it was an amazing win. And shout out to Willard, who just stopped by picking up his stuff after the show. What do you want to say real quick?
Let's go!
An amazing win for the Niners. Again, the final 26-23. Sterling, it's the dichotomy from what last week was to what tonight was after a short week. I mean, the Niners were 3-0. Then they put together that performance versus the Jaguars where they commit 4 turnovers. Their starting quarterback commits 3 of them. He then realizes that he's hurt and he can't play this week. And suddenly the vibes from the 3-0 team are just automatically out the window. And you think, oh my God, this season might
it's in the balance.
It's hanging in, it's not over, but there's a very, very realistic path that this gets ugly and it does not get better, and these injuries finally catch up to them, and they're 3-3 by the time week 6 comes around. That was realistic. You go into LA on a short week against the team that's expected to win this division by a lot of people, a team that is, maybe number 2 in the NFC behind the Eagles. Maybe the Lions are up there, but this is a Rams team that is one of the best teams in the NFC, and you're down your starting quarterback, you're down your top 3, top 4 wide receivers. We already know who you're missing on defense in Malik Mustafa and Nick Bosa, and you find a way to win this freaking football game. I know we're not into moral victory, Sterling, but the fact that they even made this a game, I was going to be willing to concede, well, at least that they showed the fight after what last week was. But they did the unthinkable, and they found a way to win this freaking football game. I am just blown away. I cannot recall a game that I just felt as inspired watching Niner football than this one in a really, really long time.
Well, not to expose myself, but I'm sure I wasn't the only fan saying, "Oh, it's over. Oh, Stafford's ball, it's over." Like, you just felt as if
time?
This game,
like 4 different times.
Exactly. The whole fourth quarter, it's like, oh, here's the game-winning touchdown drive. Here's where they put San Francisco away. The Rams made a lot of mistakes tonight. Penalties, blocked field goal kicks, bad kickoffs, especially in overtime. They had a turnover early, turnover late in the game. Like, the Rams did not play good football, a complete 4 or 5 quarters really of football in this one. And I just kept telling myself, when does San Francisco's luck run out? You had guys like Clea Davis get hurt. Yetur Gross-Matos got hurt. D. Winters got hurt and came back.
Yep.
Kendrick Bourne got hurt and came back. Mac Jones was hurt and never really left the football field, minus 1 play early in the third quarter, and just felt like this game is up for grabs, and San Francisco is you feel it kind of slipping from their grasp, and the Rams are ready to take over. And every time the Rams answered, so did San Francisco right back at them.
Absolutely.
And that, to me, is the biggest takeaway of, like, look, it didn't matter what the Rams threw at you. It didn't matter what position you were in. San Francisco kept fighting and fighting and fighting. We've talked plenty about last year's team and what that team lacked. They lacked the grit to fight through games
Toughness.
like this. Like this team just folds over. Oh, Stafford, have what you want. This team fought till the 4th and 1 in overtime and pulled away with the win. Like, that stuff, like, I know we're 5 weeks in. It's a long season, but San Francisco is 4-1, 3-0 in the NFC West. They've won the games they're supposed to win, games they need to win. And right now, if it all was said and done, you'd be the number 1 seed in football. That doesn't feel pretty good for a team. When we talked about those first pivotal 5 games, they're 4-1 in those games. An impressive start to San Francisco's season, and just an awesome victory tonight against the Rams.